Hi, this is David Jasper. I'm new to YouTube. This is only my second video. The first one was more of a how-to video. This one I want to do just to see if I can make you smile. As you can see, I've got the Family Search web page up behind me. Um, I've been helping out at the Family Search Center, and actually, when I did the first one, when I went back into the Family Search Center, everyone was like, well, a few people anyway, like, yeah, we saw the video. You're going to make tons of money on YouTube. And I'm like, yeah, right. No one's going to watch these. So I'll, if I do make anything, I guarantee you I will be giving it to charity and probably matching that. So this is not the reason why I'd want to do that. Upload a video to YouTube. But I want to hopefully say some things and just be a good influence and maybe get people excited about Family Search. It's been a hobby of mine, and it's actually in my blood. My parents did a lot of this, and after they passed, I I did. My sister and my brother, we've in our families have all kind of stepped up a little bit. But I've really hit it hard the last few years and learned a lot. And like I said, I'm helping down here in Ogden at the Family Search Center. Had someone come in that I really could relate to, and he wanted to rent his family tree. And I'll just minimize myself so you can see this better. This is the Family Search tree. There's another one that's kind of fun. It's some missionaries were down at the Family Search Center were showing me this virtual pedigree. You can just touch the screen and move it, and as you move through it, it'll expand out. And I've seen and actually one of the people who came in for help, I saw her doing this, and I went and talked to her, and she kind of introduced me to this virtual pedigree view. But it may be hard to see, but there's a lot of people in the tree, and that was kind of what I wanted to show you. And as I was talking with this gentleman about printing his tree, I'm like, yeah, I want to do the same, but unfortunately there really isn't anything, that we have to print that. I took him into, the Family Search site, and we went over to, the Solutions Gallery here. I'm sorry, the search function. We went down to the community, and we typed in, printable family trees, and it came up with some things. But really the bottom line is we really don't have a way to print anything large. We can print up to 7 generations, in a fan chart. And so that really wasn't what he was looking for. He wanted to put something on his wall, and he was even talking like a big scroll that he could unroll that was like 20 or 30 feet long, just tracing maybe back one line. Just unfortunately, we don't, there isn't anything like that. And so I gave him some ideas, search the internet. There's some things in Ancestry too. That's pretty good. They have, if you go into your family tree, go to print, you can create a poster, and it'll take you to one of their partner sites. But anyway, I wanted to show you what I've done, and this is what I'm hoping to make you smile here. If you can see behind me, or off to the side of me anyway, on this wall right here, unfortunately the mouse isn't going to trace where I go on this little video. But this wall, I had actually got my tape measure out and was considering just writing down with a Sharpie on the wall my family tree. And I wanted to just let's see, I wanted to go, like a triangle all the way out here and just fill that in. And I started to calculate how much room I would need. And I actually, at the time, I got this little formula that I had come up with. This is just in Google Sheets. Get stuff out of the way again. But just so you can see how big this your family tree would be and how much room it would take, I got this little formula. So this is the number of generations, like your parents. There's going to be two of them. So the total people in your tree would be two. Your grandparents, there's going to be four grandparents, plus the two parents. So there's six. Great grandparents, there's going to be eight, plus as it accumulates here, that's going to be 14. So you can see as it goes out to here to 25 generations, we're up to 67 million people in your family tree. And the gentleman who came in, he said his tree, he's got this line that goes back, and this is what he wanted to print, that goes back to the year 600. And so I was thinking about that, that's like over 1,400 years. If everyone lives, or, if the generation is like 25 to 30 years, the time frame, you're going to be somewhere around 50 generations. And so I don't even know what that number is. On the conservative side, he'd have 45 generations, and that's 70 trillion people in his tree. So can we print that? Yeah, no, probably not. But I did want to show you what I have done, and maybe this will make you smile. So I did not waste that wall. Let's see what I did. I got some pictures there that I emailed myself. So I had this up on my wall for about a year. It's maybe kind of hard to see, but I did some research on one of my lines, the Jasper line actually, and all these little dots were Jaspers that had been married, in this time frame. These were the kids. But I was able to. I worked on this for a long time, but I was able to, and I called it the case for Samson. So this was my artwork that was hanging on the wall. So when my kids and grandkids would come over, they would look at it and they were like, "Oh, hey, cool," and we'd kind of explain and talk about, family history. And so that was on one wall. And then behind me, this is my office and TV room. And well, not, we got a downstairs where we got a bigger TV, but this is just a little office area. But on this side of the TV and on this side of the TV, I had posters hanging out. And let's see, I'll show you what I've got there. Maybe this will make you smile. Get out of this one. There we go. Okay, I stumbled on one of my relatives who was in the he was a pilot in World War II, and this is actually my missionary or my mission president's airplane. But I stumbled on my relative. Yeah, here he is. Let's see if I can get you make that a little bigger. But I discovered he was a pilot, and he was killed in action on his very first bombing run. And this is his crew. 7 of them survived. And I was so inspired and moved by him. He became like my hero. I did all this research on him, and I actually may do another video just on him, maybe even on my mission president. But what I did is I did the family research for him, discovered he had a wife, did a family tree, tied her in, did her family work, did the tree for her. And then I thought, what about the other people on the airplane that were shot down? They're heroes also, and they may not be related to me, but maybe I can still do something for them, just to make their families or relatives appreciate. Well, maybe not, they wouldn't appreciate it, but just do something nice for them. And so I did some research, and I found who they were on the airplane, and I did just back to 3 generations on each of them. And so it's maybe hard to see here, but I put where each person was on the B-17 where they were stationed, and actually 9 out of the 10 were all wounded. These guys are amazing. I really became or got a lot of respect for them. And so that was on one of the walls back here. And then I knew my mission president had done the same thing. He was a pilot in World War II, and he was shot down. And if you know the story of Louis Zapparino, he was in prison with him as a POW, and his name was Lawrence Stoddard. He's my mission president quite a while ago, but he is a hero of mine. And so I went through and I did the same for them, for the 10 men that were on this airplane. And so that was on this other wall back here. And then I spoke with the person who came in, and I told him what I did. And this is what I did for myself. I can find it here. Okay, so, and this was on another wall in the office. Not a very good picture here, but this is my fan chart. And then I branched it out each generation into another fan chart, and then into another one and another one. And so, like I said, I'm kind of visual, and I want to see where I am and what's going on. And so I kind of had some color-coded notes and where I've been working on. I only go back 15 generations. I don't work anything after that, but I printed these out just for fun. And so as you can see, I've just started here. I wanted to go all the way around, but I've got a lot more to do. And so that was on another wall. And all this stuff was just up on my walls, and we had some company coming over, and my wife is like, we kind of need to clean this up a little bit. And so I guess, maybe hopefully you can relate to me. But anyway, that's kind of what I do, and that's the artwork that I like to display. So hope that made you smile. I get a kick out of it every time I think about it. I know I need professional help. Anyway, I hope you all have a good day. Bye now.